by understanding the differences between formal and informal, we can recognize easily which is formal, which is informal, how it is differ from one to one. Each department which have that higher level authority, a separate head, and they can control the each and every functions of that organization, and this will helps to taking the balanced decision. Same thing or same job which have done through that multiple person, that is called that duplications of effort. Namaste my dear students, Shubha Heba here, Faculty of Commerce, Vidhyaashram of First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. My dear students, a warm welcome to this session on the topic of organizing. Yes, we were discussing about one of the important functions of management, that is about organizing. In the previous session, we have discussed about meaning of organizing. Yes, the process of coordinating the employees' activity in an orderly manner, that is called organizing. And also we have discussed importance of organizing, and also we have discussed the 14 important principles of organizing. Yes, in this session, we are going to discuss about types of organizing and formal and informal organization, that formal versus informal organizations also we are going to discuss, and finally centralization and decentralization and deliberation of authority. So these are all the different concepts we are going to discuss in this session. What are the different content we are going to discuss in this session? Formal organization, informal organization, meaning of formal organization and meaning of informal organization, and what are the differences between formal and informal organizations. And the next one, that functional organizations, the types of organization we are going to discuss here: functional organization, project organization, and metrics organization. And another one is there, that team based organization, that will be discussed in the next session. Today I am going to explain only 3 important types, and one more important types of organization will take in the next session. Okay, yes, the formal, informal and different types of organizations. Let us discuss about what is the meaning of formal organizations. Yes, formal organization in the sense organized on the basis of certain criteria, certain objects, and which objectives determined by top level managers or leaders, that is considered as formal organizations. Yes, which refers to the structure of jobs and positions which clearly defined by higher level authority and define the functions and the relationship as prescribed by the top level, higher level of the management, that is considered as formal organizations. Yes, the top level will decide the objectives and the ways and functions, and other workers who are organized for that purpose, so that is considered as organizations, it is considered as formal organizations. And yes, everybody is assigned a certain responsibility which assigned by the top level managers, and for the performance of the given task and given required amount of authority for carrying it out. And each and everything which have determined by higher level authority or top level management, and other workers will follow the rules and regulations which are laid down by top level managements, that is called formal organizers. Yes, so this is the situation or conditions of formal organizations, which means they are leading the role with the secured places, which means that everything determined by top level managers and directed. The top level managers will give the directions to the workers, and they are specialized workers just assigned on the basis of divisions of labors, and they can get a better salary, that secured salary system, and then bonded by certain laws, which means they are leading the life with a certain securities. That is called formal organizations. That informal organizations which is not organized by a formal authorities, that is called informal organizations. Already as I told that formal organizations which is laid down by all the responsibilities, regulations laid down by a top level management or that higher level authority, but informal organizations which is not bonded, which is not organized, which is not directed by higher level authority or that formal, any formal authorities, and but arises from the personal and social relation of people, that is called informal organizations. Yes, that these relations are not developed according to the procedures and regulations which regulated by, or that these are all the regulations laid down by top level managers. That is why it is considered as informal organizations. Yes, we can say what is the differs or that formal versus informal. Formal versus informal. By the differences between, by understanding the differences between formal and informal, we can recognize easily which is formal, which is informal, how it is differ from one to one. Yes, that formal organizations, all the responsibilities, rules which are laid down by top level or higher level of the management. Higher level of the management, and which is not established by authority and authority. Which is not established by an authority, that is called informal sectors or informal organizations. And second one, these organizations bounded by regulations, rules and certain procedures. Okay, which is bounded by regulations, rules, certain procedures which have laid down by that higher level authority. And informal sectors or informal organizations, they don't have a certain boundings which provide the security or which provide the better working environment. Okay, it is not bounded. Not bounded by certain regulations, each of the one having a different regulations, different authority, different regulations. Okay, that is considered as informals. And third one, yes, that clearly defines, yes, that all the responsibilities, salary packages and rules and everything, authority, accountability, position, each and everything will be clearly defined. Clearly defined. That is considered as formal, and it is not clearly defined. It is not clearly defined. And here they may have job securities. Job security. And informal sectors, they don't have job securities. Okay, and under the formal sectors, just they organized or the classification of work on the basis of division of labors. On the basis of division of labors. Here, that's not considered. Not consider the divisions of labors. Everyone, anybody can do any work. So those types of informal sectors. The person will not appointed for a certain work and he can do any jobs for their survivals, for their salaries. So they don't have any certain positions. That position will not authorized by any certain formal authority, and the directions may be given by the higher level authority, and they may have skilled or they may not have skilled. They have to do the work what they have directed. That is considered as informals. And if you consider that procedures, that coordinations of work on the basis of prescribed, on the basis of prescription, which have determined by the higher level authority, and they don't have informal sector, they don't have any certain significant prescription to do the activities. That is considered as informal organizations. Yes, if you consider, there is a lot of differences between formal and informals. Formal sector, they may have job security, they may have certain directions which are laid down by the higher level authority, they may have all the better environment to do the work, and informal sector, they don't have any better environment to do the works. Because of that lack of coordinations, lack of efficiency, they may lead to that there is no time restrictions, there is no any skill based or the divisions of labors which are providing not better environment. That is considered as informal sectors. Yes, that is formal versus informals. I hope you have understand how to classify formal and informal sectors, how it is differ from one to another. Yes, so this is formal and informal sectors. Next, what are the different types of organizations? There are four important types of organization. One is functional organization, second one is project organization, third one metrics organization, and another one team-based organization. First one, functional organization. What do you mean by functional organization? Yes, the organization work is divided on the basis of or according to that specific functions. That is called functional organizations. Here, every specialist has that authority to issue orders relating to specific functions on his department. Let us discuss with this particular diagram here. Yes, that chief executive under the different departments. Yes, each department, that may be production department or marketing department, engineering department and accounting department. Yes, there are four important types of department here, that each department which including or which assigning about the certain functions, special functions, that all the different task or different organization divided according to certain special functions. Yes, the production function, it has certain organization. Yes, that these organization which belongs to only production process. Determinations of production process. And the second department or this department which belongs to that marketing, how to improve the market and how to control the market, how to maintain the market. So these are all the special function which belongs to that marketing department. And then engineering department, who are appointed as an engineering department, just they are working, go through that engineering works. And then same accounting department, all the staff members will follow the accounting department heads. Yes, so these are all different types or different departments which divide on the basis of specializations, and this is on the basis of certain units, the organization on the basis of certain units. See here, the production units is different, marketing units is different, engineering is different, accounting units is different. If you are considering different departments or different organizations, each and every organization which have functional organizations, that is considered as that functional organization. Yes, what are the different merits of functional organizations? Yes, the specializations. Functional organizations which divided according to or on the basis of specializations, that each department has a special works or that separate works, that is considered as specialization. And second one, production of workload. Yes, that productions of workload which involves that reduce the burden of top level managers, and all the work is managed by special people on his below. That is considered as productions of workload. And next one, balanced decisions. Yes, balanced decision in the sense you have that control about, the chief person can get the control about the different departments. each department which have that higher level authority, a separate head, and they can control the each and every functions of that organizations, and this will helps to taking the balanced decision. And next one, executive department. Yes, that executive department in the sense that each and every department which have that executive person which can assign direct the below workers, that is considered as. Next one, better training. Before entering into the department, they can provide a separate training for separate work assignment, and it helps to develop the organizational manner. Yes, so this is the merits of important functional organizations. And what are the different demerits of organization, functional organizations? Yes, that confusion. Yes, it can leads to confusion. Under this departmental or under this particular functional organizations, that person, working person, can go with the control of higher level authority or can go with the advice of that head level of that authority. So that is considered as confusions. And next one, ineffectiveness in the staff. These types of functional organization can giving the better opportunities for only skilled or specialized laborers, and other general laborers just they are not able to get better platform in this particular organizations. And the next one, limited perspective. Yes, in the functional organization, that head of the department or head of the particular unit, he can think about only quality and only that performance and only think about the goal, and not in a different angles how to perform and what is the real skill of that particular person. And next one, delay in decision making. Yes, that taking the decision regarding the different process of that organizations which can determined by a single skilled person, but acquiring the different skilled labors, they can take a several types of decisions, and what types of decision have to implement. That is why to decision making, the process of decision making will get in a delay. And next one, conflict of interest. Yes, that head of the department or that every chief of the department, they can determine the task and give that any targets, and it leads to forget the real interest, real objectives of that companies. So this is the limitations of functional organizations. And next one, that is project organizations. What do you mean by project organizations? So it is a structure that facilitate the coordination and implementations of that project activities only for performing with the projects. That organization particularly organized for that completions of that project. The project is the main goal of that achieve. The fulfillment of project is the main achievement of that organizations. So that types of organizations is called project organizations. Yes, how it is work, they are all working under the particular project manager, and yes, that engineering managers and the procurement managers, and then project controllers, and then administrations. So that every project manager which has these particular organizations, and yes, they are working on the basis of certain goals which particularly belongs to that particular project only. For example, that the productions of any one items, that completions of that project, that organizations organized for accomplishment for that completions of those project only. So that is considered as project organizations. Yes, what are the merits of project organizations? Yes, it is concentrated attention on the particular project work. Already as I told, project organizations which particularly belongs to a certain project, always the particular organizations try to accomplishment of that projects. Yes, that is concentrated, it concentrated and attention given the completions of project work. And advantages of team specializations. Yes, that particular specialized team which assigned for completions of their projects with a certain timings which including very less cost. And next one, ability to cope with the environmental influences. Yes, this is about all the specialists in the sense that head or leader of chief of the project or project manager, they may have a specialist skills or that multiple tasked person, and he can change with the situations how to manage the project situation, project control, and These are all about that better or that ability to cope with the environmental influences. If there is a required to getting the changes, they can easily adaptable the changes for their projection process. And next one, timely completion of the project. Yes, the time limitations is main objectives, main goal of the project work. So they may have certain restrictions to accomplishment of projects, and particularly within the during the time periods they have to finish the project, which can give the better results. And of course, what are the different demerits of project organizations? Yes, that is accentuated problems of coordinations. They not be able to coordinate with, they not be able to coordinate with other departments, and it may leads to that conflicts and unclearly define the relationship. Yes, that unclearly define the relationship, which means after completions of project there is no any relationship among the different organized members. There is no any perfect or there is no any proper formal situations among the person, among the project oriented persons. And the next one, feeling of insecurity among the personnel. Yes, after completions of certain projects, yes, there is a really task to get taking the next project. They may get chance or they may not get the chances. So this insecure feeling among the people. And the next one, that duplications of efforts. That same thing, duplications of efforts in the sense, same thing or same job which have done through that multiple person. That is called that duplications of efforts. So these are all the different demerits of project organizations. And next one, that is metrics organization. Metrics organization, which including a leader can receive the multiple reports from different departments or different organizations. Yes, that is a company structure where teams report to multiple leaders. The worker has to report to multiple leaders. Okay, that is considered as metrics organizations, which keeps open communication between teams and can help a companies create more innovative products and just services. Using this structure prevents the team from that needing to that religion every time a new project begins. Yes, we can get the images here that a CEO, single person, and then marketing and sale and services. Yes, under these there are different types of workers. They have to that each electronics, home goods and accessories. So these are all the persons. They have to report marketing also. They have to report sales also. They have to report services also. And that home goods, so which belongs to this particular system, and they have to person, and all the stuffs which belongs to home goods, they have to report marketing also, sales also, services also, and accessories. And this person also have to inform that marketing, sales and services, and these marketing, sales and service head, they have to report CEO of that companies. Yes, each and every person. Or you can take that there are multiple workers working under the certain leaders, and the workers, they has to report to that all the leaders. Okay, and those leaders have to get the report from all the workers, and they have to report to a single CEO or that single chief. So this is the process is called, so this is the organization is called matrix organizations. What are the merits of matrix organizations? Yes, so that helps to focus attentions. Yes, what is going on, that each and they are receives each and everything, they receives the report by each and every workers. So it is helps to focusing attention to complete the goal. And next one, it is more flexible. Everybody is working under the particular circumstances, and it is more flexible than traditional organizations. And yes, it provides that motivations, because of that workers can participate directly completions of that works, it can motivate do more work. And yes, next, demerits of metrics organization. Yes, it violates the principle of unity of command. Yes, there should be, Yes, this is one of the important principles of organizations, unity of command. Each and every person should follow the single rules or single command. Yes, it is not possible in that metrics organizations. Each and every leaders may have different opinion. And that scalar principle also violated. Scalar principles in the sense, yes, that head will instruct the next level, second level instruct the third level, so it is not possible to maintain that scalar chain. And next, conflict may arise. There is a different opinion among the different types of leaders, and there is a different report from different persons, which can create the conflict among the workers also, as well as among the different coordinators. So this is the different things about metrics organizations. Yes, that one is remaining, that is considered as team based organizations, and other relevant topics like decentralization, centralization, and also one of the important deliberations of authority. These topics we are going to discuss in the next session. Dear students, I hope you have understand these are all concepts what I have taught today. Yes, this is the time to the end of this session. Thank you, dear students, for joining me in this session. I hope you understand. Thank you. Read well. Keep watching. Thank you once again.